In this video, we discuss the fall housing market forecast, why this is important to understand, and what it all means to you. All that and way more. This is Vasilios, and welcome to another video. Listen, I'm in the people business. I just happen to help them sell and buy amazing properties. I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams a reality. I bring the very best of marketing and industry strategies to help achieve the goals of my clients, friends, and family. Welcome to the channel. Hey YouTube, it's no secret that the pandemic has really disrupted the real estate housing market and turned it into the wild, wild west. If you consider looking to sell or buy, you're probably wondering how long all this craziness will last. So according to Redfin, in June 2021, home prices across the US increased almost 25% year over year. The median sales price was $386,888 to be exact. During that same time, the number of homes sold increased almost 21%, and then the number of homes for sale actually fell almost 40%. I like round numbers, you see. Now, with everything going on and the ever-changing information in the news about the pandemic, this may put a stranglehold on the economic upturn that was formerly predicted. Truth be told, only time will tell. Now the real estate market in the first half of 2021 was showing a strong demand for millennials that were preparing to buy due to their families increasing in size and in turn creating a need for upsizing. And this demand was slated to hit sometime near spring 2022. But what happened later on in 2021 is that folks decided to move earlier than they originally planned. This was also echoed in the rental real estate market as well. All of this abrupt demand was pushed into the bottleneck, and this forced prices to skyrocket. This all just so happened to happen in the hot season for home buying, which contributed to the surge as well. Now, heading into autumn, activity generally begins to slow down and prices tend to drop. As of late, home buyers are now choosing to wait to make a purchase because prices are just too damn high. The plus side to this is that inventory is coming back to the market and the inventory numbers are increasing day by day. However, prices may not go down as much as everyone is hoping for. Hey, if you want to learn more about buyer's advice I really think you should know in this market and for future markets, check out this video up here on the card. Now, as buyers continue to shop and they visit this home and tour that home and get outbid on this home and that home, their enthusiasm will dwindle, but there are still a ton of eager buyers entering the market right now. I believe the majority of the market will depend on if the pandemic crisis increases. This will lead to very similar lockdown situations, and it'll cause the market to behave in the very similar way that it did during the inception of quarantine. However, it's not believed that it will squash the motivation of all these new buyers that are enthusiastic about purchasing that were pent up the past 14 months. Even in other markets across the United States, realtors are saying that buyer demand has actually decreased. There is still a very large pool of buyers. There are more homes available, but the lines of people waiting to view those homes are not quite as long as they used to be. It's predicted that we will see a slight increase in mortgage rates by mid-fall, and it's believed we will see a slight increase in housing inventory as we approach the end of quarter 4. While this is optimistic, many top realtors believe that we will not encounter a full switch in the housing market no earlier than sometime in 2022, where it may actually favor buyers. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Vasilios. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here and you want to get the latest actionable tips from a local realtor that actually save you time, save you money, and result in a smooth real estate deal, start now by subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss anything. And if you like the video, then, like the video. Now, back to it. It's also believed that the upcoming spring market for 2022 should be stronger than the last. Now, it's also important to note that there are certain areas of the country where home prices have depreciated. These areas are densely populated cities such as New York and parts of California. This is attributed to the onset of the pandemic and the lockdown, but when folks and families had to move to more rural and cheaper housing towns. The overall consensus is that the forecast for the next few months is unquestionably lower temperatures and slightly cooler real estate market. The market will shift ever so slightly towards normalizing. Big emphasis on ever so slightly, however. Now, this shift in the housing market for the fall should make shopping for a home a lot easier for buyers than it has been. Consumers will have more time to properly analyze their decision and their deal, and it won't be as fierce of competition as the bidding wars of spring and early summer this year. Going into the fall, buyers should not have to pull out all the stops and pull a rabbit out of their hat just to get their offers accepted, such as above asking price, removing contingencies such as inspection and or appraisal, etc. As stated before, more homes are expected to hit the market. All in all, we'll see the gap narrow between supply and demand. Yes, it's narrowing, but with the gap still as it is, you can drive a tanker truck through it. We're not quite there yet. Fall season will still be extremely busy, unlike last year. We're not dealing with the mass exodus of folks leaving the city to find homes in the suburbs, and those folks relocating and scooping up all available homes in the outskirts of big cities, in the rural areas as before. This is a big issue that we won't have to contend with this time around. It was also believed that there will be a huge influx of homes due to the elimination of the memorandum. It was said we need to prepare for a boatload of foreclosures to sweep the nation as the memorandums to protect struggling homeowners have expired. Now, however, this might be true to a very small scale. It will not fix all situations. Only 3.25% of mortgages were in forbearance as of August 8th, according to the most recent stats from the Mortgage Bankers Association. That's not a big percentage, and it will not make a huge impact. It will add some inventory, but it's really not enough to make a dent. Now, these foreclosed properties might be a perfect fit for some first-time homebuyers entering the market right now. Hey guys, if there's anything in the world you want to talk about or have a question, reach out anytime, no obligation, really, 508-821-8835. It could be about the weather, cars, real estate, racing, whatever. Now, if you like this video, check out these at the top of your screen. And if you need a guy like me, I have a guy like me's info in the description below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.